Tracking categories and tracking codes. They're the unsung heroes of organised invoicing. If spreadsheets had a fan club, these would be the VIP members. In this lesson, we're going to show you how to set up tracking categories and tracking codes in SwiftFox. These are native tracking codes that work separately to Xero, but they'll also work beautifully alongside any codes you've synced through Xero. This is especially useful if you're using native invoicing in SwiftFox without Xero, or if you want to set up additional codes that don't exist in Xero for SwiftFox-specific invoicing. So let's jump in. Here we are in Settings. On the Tracking Categories page under Financial in the Settings menu, you will see a table here displaying your tracking categories and their tracking codes. If you haven't set up any yet, you'll see an empty table ready for you to start building. On the right, you'll see the Add Category button. Select that to begin adding your categories and codes. A drawer will appear next to Create a new tracking category. Give this category a name that matches how you want to group and report on invoices. Something like Department, Location, or Program. Underneath the new category name, you'll see an empty table and a field to create codes that exist within this category. For example, if your category is Department, your codes might be Admin, Operations, and Sales. If your category is Location, the codes might be Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Type in your code name and you'll get a tick to confirm it's not already being used. Select Create and you'll see it added to the table. In this table, you can rename your codes or toggle them on and off. You can add as many codes as you want here. Keep it minimal to start or build out a full list if your team already has set codes it uses. Once you're happy with your codes, select Save. Your new category will now appear in the main table with all your tracking codes listed beside it. At any point, you can select the row or the edit pencil icon to rename the category or add and update any codes within it. Now, this is important to remember. You cannot delete categories or codes because doing so could affect past invoices. However, you can disable them so they no longer appear in your active lists, while still maintaining the historical record on invoices that they were previously assigned to. The same goes for categories. You can toggle them off to archive them, but you cannot delete them entirely, as this would cause issues with historical invoices. And there you have it, tracking categories and codes. Once you set them up, they'll quietly organize your invoicing world whilst you get on with more exciting things. Thanks for tuning in. If tracking categories turn out to be as thrilling as spreadsheets promised, you know where to find us for more lessons.